Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Remarkable Man Project. In today's video, how to tell if she's ready to leave you and what to do about it. Let's go. Good day, my friends. Hey, it's Dwayne Klassen here, and welcome to the Remarkable Man Project. This is a controversial subject, and there are so many rabbit holes you can go down here. But in today's video, we're going to talk about the signs that she may be on her way out of your relationship or your marriage. And for a lot of men, this hurts. For a lot of men, this is a painful reality. I want the best for you, brother. I truly do. And you deserve to be happy. I know so many of you are in this boat and you are doing the things you think you're supposed to do, and it's still not landing. It's still this cluster of uncertainty and wondering if this thing has what it takes to survive. So today, I want to give you some awareness and some tools that you can apply into your life today to really understand the situation that you're in. And for some of you, this is going to be a hard truth. Before we begin, if you're brand new to the Remarkable Man Project, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be reminded of every future video that we do. We are a container to create the leadership, the empowerment, and give you the straight goods and the tools and the resources you need to level up to the 2.0, to the remarkable man within as you define him. Click the link in the description to get the resources that you're looking for, whether it's coaching, the book, The Remarkable Man, or becoming a member in our Remarkable Man Project school community. Click the link in the description. All right, this one's going to be a stinger for some of you. You're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. And you're in this situation where perhaps you're staring up at the ceiling and your goddess is laying next to you and you haven't had sex in a very long time. Or when you do have sex, it's intermittent and it's like checking a box. It's not the kind of sex that you used to enjoy. It's just getting through it. Well, that in itself is a sign. But I want to unpack some aspects of female nature so that you understand your current reality. What you're going through right now is not new. You've experienced this before, perhaps in a previous relationship, perhaps in your previous marriage. You're creating a cycle, my friend. You're in a cycle of you get to have and you get to have not. And you may be in the have not phase of your relationship. Women do not come to that place of distance and being cold without reason. There's something that's going on internally with them. For both of you, you have unconscious programs running. You have a little boy wound and she has a little girl wound. And you're both taking those wounds forward, and it's creating the clusterfuck that you have right now. And it's a truth. You can argue all you want, but there's unconscious programs at play here. And some of you are very aware of it, but you're not addressing it. You give it lip service. Oh, I'm going to work on this at some point, or I'm going to read another book. I'm going to watch another video, but you're not actually applying it in your life. And now you're down that slippery slope where it may be just too late to salvage it. And as the coach for men, I'm a fan of relationships because relationships are the greatest platform for awareness and leveling up and putting into practice the things that we're learning about empowerment, self-development, personal growth, understanding how we show up in life. We're not going to get tested out there in the world like we will in relationships, because relationships allow us to apply it. You may be in a situation where she is telling you the things that she wants, the things that she needs, and then you go and deliver on it, and it's always a moving target. Now the parameters have changed. So you fulfilled what it is that she wants, but now it's not good enough. Now it's another bar higher. And this can be incredibly frustrating and defeating. But this is a sign that it is unsalvageable. It's not fixable. And this is where a lot of men will become the nice guy. Yeah, they will pacify. They will do her bidding. They will grovel. They will do the things that they think she requires. This is why female nature can be so frustrating and the mystery that it is. because we never know what it really means to satisfy. So let's take a look at her behavior when you are doing the things that she wants to do and it keeps on moving. Well, what she's doing in that moment is poisoning the water. She has a program that perhaps is all around abandonment. But because you're not leaving and because you're not abandoning her, it's messing with her program of men abandoning her. Perhaps your dad left. Someone close to her left her in her time of need, or she created a program that she's not good enough or not worthy of love and relationship because her blueprint is exactly that. So by poisoning the water, and what I mean by that is that she's doing things that you can't stand or don't like or is disrespectful to you. Every little bit, there's a poisoning of the water, but you're a good man. You're in it. You have agreed to those vows. You're not going anywhere. And that just pisses her off. Why is he not leaving? Why is he not giving up? Okay, I got to do something more because all men leave me. I'm not worthy for love. So you keep trying and trying and trying. And the goalposts keep getting moved. And soon those goalposts will be moved in such a way where it's dramatic action, where she will have an affair or she's having an emotional affair. Someone in her sphere is taking up the space that you used to. And this is a hard one for a lot of guys. Women do not leave the relationship without a fallback. Women do not leave relationships as a sudden and rash decision, unless, of course, there's abuse or her health and safety is going to be challenged. Then she's got to get out fast. But if you're feeling this disconnect and nothing is happening, no matter what you do, she's already planning her exit. She may already have the resources in place. She's been having the conversations with her friends. Everyone knows except you. And if you've noticed that her behavior has changed, chances are there's someone else picking up the slack where she's cold and distant to you because she already has an outlet for that emotion. And if you're in a sexless relationship and you're both healthy, there's something else at play. I'm not saying she's having an affair, but there could be a fantasy situation where that's filling the void of another man. Be mindful of these steps. I want to be clear here that this video is not about throwing women under the bus. This is about you and what you are experiencing, because you're experiencing it for a reason. And if you're feeling that disconnect and there is distance between you two and there's no sex that's happening, why? Why is that? Why would you manifest this as part of your reality? You deserve to be happy. And yet here you are tolerating this disconnect, this experience. I would imagine you're an awake and aware man. Why are you tolerating behavior that is not in keeping of your notion of being loved, respected, and cared for? Like, what happened? How did you allow for this disconnect that a while ago? Because remember, this is not new. And the reality is the growing divide that the two of you are going through took a while. There were a lot of values and boundaries that weren't respected by either of you. And this is why it's happening. You're growing further and further apart. You've lost your edge. You've lost your mojo, that authentic masculine power. And she can feel it. You can feel it. And most importantly, you're in the wrong frame. You've acquiesced to a more feminine energy, and she's now more in her masculine energy. And those two polarities are butting heads. And this is why you argue about everything except what's the elephant in the room. And when you understand how these energies play out, this is not new. So this started happening months ago, perhaps even years ago. And many of you can probably trace it back that, oh yeah, I remember when we were on point. Sex was great. Our relationship was great. She's my best friend. I'm her king. She's my queen. That energy. But then something happened. And you can trace it back if you were truly honest with yourself. Maybe it was after the kids were born. Postpartum energy started to surface. Did she start making the children and the family pet the priority? Everything else was important except you. And this happens to so many men. Men are the last on the list of priority. But that happens because of you. You let your values and boundaries go. You got to stand up for yourself. And what has to happen is that the husband and the wife, or the boyfriend and the girlfriend, have to make each other the priority. And family, extended family, your mom and dad, your siblings, and your children, and the family pets have to be next on the list. The two of you are the priority. And most of the disenchantment that's happening in relationships is because couples forgot that. And especially women, they will deprioritize their man in the relationship in the grand scheme of things. And that's one of the easiest signs to realize that things are on a slippery slope and will implode at some point. But yet, so many men will endure 5, 10, 15 years of this and saying that this is what a relationship is. This is what a marriage is. And yet they put on the great face that, hey, we're good. Things are awesome. But it's just a friendship. You guys are both in the friend zone. How is that enriching you? At the Remarkable Man Project, we're here to be champions to women. And by saying that, this is not a knock against you, but by being a champion to women, it means you're stepping boldly into your authentic masculine power. And in order for that respect and the adoration that you desire, she has to be in her divine feminine in order for that to happen. And there's a huge rabbit hole that we could go down on that one as well. But hear me out. This, again, is not about throwing you, men in particular, or women under the bus. But female nature is going to lead you down the garden path if you are not in control of your frame. Give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And you have to understand this. You are not in your frame just by nature. She's going to start calibrating towards who's got that frame. That's going to allow her to be in her feminine energy. And yes, it could be a coworker. Yes, it could be the barista. It doesn't mean that he has to be all that in a bag of chips. Is your wife enrolled in anything new? Have you noticed that she's checking out of the family a little bit more than she used to? Is she more social than she used to be? Chances are there's something going on there where there's a plot to shift gears of what this is. And brother, I want you to go into this eyes wide open so that you are not gobsmacked and slapped upside the head with a surprise. There are things in the unseen that are at play, and you have got to address it. And one way to address it is to be bold and say, honey, I've noticed a little bit of a change. I noticed that you're now involved in this and you are doing this. Is there something that I and this relationship should be concerned about? Is there someone else in the periphery that I should be concerned about? Be bold. Be honest about it. Don't come from it from a place of anger or rage. Be in control of your authentic masculine frame when you're asking this. Remember, you have been in this slow burn of a relationship that hasn't been satisfying in a very long time. So if she says that, yeah, honey, I'm actually I've been done for quite a while. I'm seeing someone, or there's someone on the radar. Don't be surprised. Don't be. Be in a place of accepting what is, because you're asking this. You know intuitively that something's not right. So if she's going to share this, this is not your time to now lash back at her or be super angry. Why? You created this. This is for you to get the lesson. Here you go again. You took the foot off the accelerator and you did not define your values and boundaries. And a long time ago, you just let things slide. And because you went to your feminine energy, you weren't decisive and you did not want to create conflict. And this is your biggest fear. Every time I open my mouth, I seem to, put my foot in it. Why? Why do you put your foot in it? You got to ask yourself, why are your deep conversations not getting the resolve that you want? Chances are it's a lack of emotional intelligence. It's a lack of controlling your state to be able to assert your values and boundaries in a loving, nurturing way. Brother, infidelity or emotional affairs do not happen overnight. They don't. There's a cause set in motion. And we as men are as responsible for what's going on within her as it's going on within us. And it comes down to values, boundaries, and level of commitment that you have both defined. How many of you have gone into your relationships with assumption? She's thinking that you just have to know how she operates. And you go into it, well, of course, she knows that this is how I operate. Why isn't she doing it? Does she really? Have you really sat down with, what your values and boundaries are? No, you haven't. And this is why you're in the situation that you're at. And there are signs, and you can feel it. You can just tap in to your gut. You can feel something is amiss. So what can you do? In most cases, it may be too late. I'm just shooting straight here. It may be too late. But what you can do is start striving for excellence in your life. And you either do that on your own, or you do that with the idea that you're going to weather this storm and be a couple. And when you do that, you rise together and you create empires. This is where the king and queen come in. But regardless of the scenario or where the fork in the road is, you've got to seek excellence and be the best version, be the remarkable man within. What does that look like? How do you seek excellence? Where do you need to level up? Is it your confidence? Is it your body? Are you 30, 40 pounds overweight? Get to the gym. Make your body a weapon. And as you do, you'll feel more confident. Don't do it for the relationship. Do it for you. This is you seeking excellence. Where can you sharpen the saw in regards to your business acumen? Where can you sharpen the saw with your finances? Start seeking excellence in all you do. And as you do, your vibrational frequency goes out to the world as a man on fire. And that's what you want your brand to be. You want it to be remarkable. And as a remarkable man, you are going into it with, okay, I may have fucked up this relationship and it might be too late, but I'm going to be the best version of myself for the next one. I'm going to go through this breakup with class, with character, with confidence, and understanding that I played a role in the demise of this relationship. I'm not giving her an out. Hell no. She is responsible. She too could have leveled up to a whole nother level. Very few women will take accountability for their feelings. They'll blame it on you. That's female nature. There's nothing you can really do about that except be remarkable. Get this, brothers, and be first. Be first in being better. Be the better man. Be the better aspect of this relationship. So if she is not responsive to you changing, to you improving, or you making a commitment to the relationship, she's ready to leave. I'm not ready yet. I know you're trying, but I'm just not there yet. I'm not ready to forgive you yet for whatever it is. I mean, if you fucked up in a big way, brother, that might be unforgivable. And it's just happening. However, if you are a good man, didn't say nice, said a good man. If you're a good man with a good heart, anything can be salvageable, but it has to be a commitment from both of you. And if you're not seeing her willingness to change or willingness to accept you as a remarkable man, going to be a bearer of bad news, it's pretty much over. But you can weather the storm by seeking excellence. Make that your focus and your priority. The relationship container will work itself out, and you being a hero to your children during this time is incredibly important. You want them to see you as confident and in control of your state. You're not poisoning them against mom. You're not making mom the crazy one. You're not making mom the enemy. Because remember, you are programming them for their relationships. Once they get older, they're going to show up just like you and your beloved, how they are. Just like you are showing up as your mom and dad addressed your relationships. And I guarantee you there's an echo. And you're going through it and you're wondering why it's all fucked up. You don't have to look far. You just have to look at how your parents rolled in their relationship dynamic. Like I said, this is going to be some tough love, but if you seek excellence in all you do, you will weather this storm. You will get through it no matter what the direction you're going in. All right, my friends, I hope this was of value to you. If it was, please like, share, comment on it. Let's get the conversation going because I know a lot of you are going through this right now and it's not going well. I'm here to give you the resources and the support that you need to help you be the remarkable man that you know is within. So let's ignite that mojo. Let's ignite that authentic masculine power now. If you want to do a deeper dive, then I highly recommend booking your breakthrough discovery call. Let's have a powerful conversation about where you want your next breakthrough. We'll come away with a crystal clear plan for what's next, and we can explore if we're fit to work together. Link in the description. And I invite you to get a copy of my groundbreaking book, The Remarkable Man, Champions to Women, Heroes to Children, and Brothers to Each Other. It's truly a game changer, and it will give you the resources and the insight that you may be needing to weather your perfect storm. And if you want to connect with the brotherhood and have a sense of community, click the link and join the Remarkable Man Project School community today. It's free. Link in the description. Brothers, we are in a crazy upside down clown show reality. And what this world needs most right now is authentic masculine leadership. Now more than ever, this world needs remarkable men. My question to you is, will you be one of them? Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, you're not alone on the journey. At the Remarkable Man Project, we've got your back. Cheers.